What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good, y'all? Yeah, man, I'm gonna get into this stream. I know y'all done hear about this fire in LA, you know what I'm saying? So I came up on a few videos, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna check them out, man. It ain't looking good out here, man. But yeah, here we go, man. I'm gonna check some of this shit out, see what's going on out here. For sure.
Let's bring in Pasadena Fire Chief Chad Augustin. Chief, thanks for joining us. We keep seeing 0% contained. We hear about low water pressure in the Pacific Palisades. Where does help coming? Where's help coming from, and what would it look like?
Yeah, good morning and thanks for having me. I'm here at the iconic Rose Bowl where just a week ago we were celebrating the parade and the Rose Bowl game. And this really is a worst case scenario. With, as you mentioned, 50, 60, 70 mile an hour wind gusts, a wind driven fire. We've lost a significant amount of homes. And I would estimate we're going to need tomorrow morning daytime, but we're going to be in the 1,500 to 2,000 acres burned with 0% containment.
Yeah. Chief, have you ever in your life seen anything like this? I mean, the winds are coming out up to 99 miles per hour, and just pretty much everything in its path
Crazy, man, that's crazy.
is going to
That's
burn
crazy
because
wind.
you can't stop it, and you're running out of water, and you don't have a lot of manpower. I mean, all hands on deck, but you need more.
We do. And we made a request for 50 strike teams from all over the state, which would give us another 250 fire engines. When I was driving to the
They said 100 miles an hour wind, bro. With five coming up, man, come on, man, let's keep going.
command post, it really looked like an apocalypse. You couldn't see. There was spot fires everywhere. There was trees coming down literally as we were driving, and multiple houses on fire. Definitely the worst brush fire and worst incident that Pasadena has seen in its history.
Chief, can you explain the water pressure issue that we continue to hear about?
We do, and thankfully, Pasadena. Tonight, we have not had significant water pressure issues. The crews have been able to get water out of hydrants. The problem is that this is a wind-driven fire, and it's we're having spotting multiple miles ahead of a fire, and we could have another 500 firefighters here on this incident, and we still wouldn't be able to stop this
Crazy,
fire.
man.
We really need the winds to die down. We need to get aircraft in the air and be able to start doing water
This is
drops, and
crazy,
then
y'all.
come behind it with
I
fire
ain't
crews.
gonna lie.
So,
This
Chief, you can't even
crazy.
start containment until that happens?
No, and our crews are doing. There was some really heroic activities of between police and fire tonight, with multiple residents being saved, people being pulled out of burning buildings, and things that
Crazy,
you
y'all.
hear. It's three houses down instead of just the house that they were
Man,
trying to fight.
Yeah. And Chief, I know that you guys were telling people they should evacuate because we knew yesterday the winds were going to be really high. At that point, it was going to be 70 or 80 miles an hour, now almost 100. But I know when people have to
that's
evacuate out
crazy,
in
y'all.
that area, everybody has a go bag.
It's getting
You got
crazy out here,
supplies, you
man.
got your prescriptions and stuff like that. But what's really important is you need a map and you need 2 evacuation routes. And this is the reason why, because people think, okay, I'm going to go inland. Well, this time you can't go that way, or you can't go north, or you can't go south. You don't know where to go.
I ain't gonna lie.
Right. And to your
It's
point,
getting
Pasadena
crazy.
has a lot of one way in, one way out, just like Malibu. We're getting another really big wind gust here. And so we really preach having that go bag,
It's getting
being self
crazy,
sufficient for
y'all.
72
I
hours,
don't know what to
have a
do.
primary and a secondary evacuation route, a meeting
Wow.
place for your family, because we've been preparing for this event for the
Just be
past
quiet
few
though, man.
days
Y'all.
as a
Don't
wind
take
event,
it.
not necessarily as a fire event. And here we are with just devastating fires on top of the wind
Shit
event. We've
scared
had
people, though.
multiple evacuations.
You
We're
didn't say
just
that.
in in the process of expanding our mandatory evacuation zones because we're having a wind shift. And with those ember casting of up to 2 to 3 miles, it really expands the area of Pasadena where we need to evacuate residents.
All right, Chief. Stay safe. Thanks so much.
Thank you,
We'll
Chief.
talk to you again. Hopefully you get those 50 strike teams quickly. More Fox
Thank
and
you so
Friends.
much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
Mm-mm-mm. So that's one little video, you know what I'm saying? That's one little clip. One little clip. We're going another one I'm gonna show y'all. You know, some shit just going on. I got bulldozers, moving cars. Man, watch this, man. Y'all check this out. Man, y'all see this, man? Do y'all see this? Man, do y'all see this, man? Do y'all see this? Man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Let's go. Let's continue, man. Scary, y'all. Scary, man, y'all. Scary, man, y'all. On God. Yeah, that's wild, man. This is wild. Wow, bro. This shit crazy. Crazy, y'all. It's crazy out here, y'all. Think about this. Put it in the comment, man. What y'all think about this? What y'all think about this? That shit's crazy. I got some more tips. Hold on, I got some more shit I'm finna show. It was some more shit, yeah.
Also another scene earlier. This is when a lot of people had nowhere to go. They abandoned their
You know what
cars
I'm
because
saying?
the
Look at
flames
this
were
shit,
fast
man.
approaching. As a result, LA City Fire,
The
they had to
cars
come in
backed
because
up
the
and
road was
everything.
completely blocked. They
Come
bulldozed all
on,
the
man.
cars off to the side to make that emergency route to clear it out. Eric Scott of LAFD and LAPD Chief Jim McDonald, they were asked about
Gotta
this
talk about this,
situation. Here's
man.
what they had to say.
What's going on?
So questions about abandoned cars. That's a good question that has come up. Law enforcement assists us heavily with evacuation. But please remember, it's an active incident. We don't have the answers to all of these questions. We will certainly
What's
look at that.
going
That's very
on,
important.
y'all?
I don't know if police felt like they wanted to make a mention to evacuations. Here. Okay.
Let me know in the comments.
Yeah,
Like and
just on
subscribe to
that
the
question of
channel, man. Like
evacuations,
and
vehicles
subscribe to
left on
the
the
channel.
roadway. If you have to leave a vehicle on the roadway, get it as far off the
I'm
road
new
as
to
you
this,
can
but I'm
so that
stupid with
emergency
it. You know
vehicles
what
can't
I'm saying?
get by. The
Yeah.
gist of moving them with bulldozers was an
I'm new
emergency
to it, but I'm
situation.
cool
You got to
doing
get
it.
those fire
Yeah.
resources through, and they do what they have to do to be able to facilitate
So
that.
what y'all
So
think
we're
about this,
asking
man?
really for
Like
the
and subscribe.
cooperation
Let
and
me know
think
in
a
the
couple of
comments what
steps
y'all think
ahead.
about this.
It's not just your vehicle there, but then others line up behind you as well as they see what you're doing. And so I can't stress enough, please follow the evacuation orders. Do your best to be able to get out to safety. Bring the equipment you will need for the next couple of days with you, because as you've heard over and over again, this is not going to end very quickly.
But this is very, very, very dynamic. And you can just, by standing here, seeing us with the wind gusts and with the predictability of this wind's going to get worse tonight. So we want people to lean forward, ready, set, go, and be ready.
That was Chief Kristen Crowley from the Los Angeles Fire Department. Okay, so as we approach the top of the hour, a programming note. We've been on with fire coverage on Fox 11 since 10:30 in the morning. At the top of the hour at 8 o'clock on Fox 11, we're going to go to our Fox primetime programming. But if you want to continue watching our coverage, you can flip over to channel 13, Fox 11 Plus, where we're already on. Some of you may already be watching us on channel 13.
That's crazy, man. I got a couple more videos. Look at that, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. That shit look like hell. That shit look like hell. You see pictures of hell and shit, man? That shit look like fucking hell. Man, come on. Boy, if you ain't close to him now, boy, you better try to get close as we can, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know I ain't the closest, but I am close though, shit. I do believe in him and have faith. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? Saved and baptized, feel me? But hey, look at him. Y'all better, if you don't know, you better know. Man, look at that shit. Hey, y'all like and subscribe, man. Share the video. I'm new to it. I'm true to it. I'm new to it, but I'm true to it. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy right now, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Gonna check the UFC.
It seems like it's being considered a loss.
There are so many homes that are in danger. How many more horses do you have?
We have a couple we just let loose over there. We're trying to get.
Yeah, you say this is fast.
Just right up the hill. Tell us what happened.
Well, the smoke just got really bad, so I just started packing up all of our stuff, and we got in the car to go. And then all the cars were abandoned, so I had nowhere to go, so I just had to get out of my car and start walking. The smoke is so bad. I have no idea where we're going.
Where did you leave your car?
Just right up there behind the fire trucks.
Well, I can tell you that we have some resources right now.
Yeah.
At Gladstone.
Okay.
There's some people there that I think can help you.
Okay.
You can just make it down. It's not even half a mile.
Okay,
we want to let you and your daughter and your dog go. Just, have you ever seen anything like this?
Never. And I've lived in Malibu my whole life, and I've seen tons of fires. This is nothing. I'm scared for my life. It's terrifying. So.
Well, we're glad that you're safe. We'll get you down there and get some help. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you so much.
Nice meeting you.
Well,
do you want our mask?
One of the things that she just brought up, Ellen, and Josh, we can still hear you, but I wanted to point out something to a lot of folks that is a complication with this. When people are trying to evacuate and they're stuck in that gridlock and then they just evacuate their cars, the problem is, I'm not saying that's what happened with this woman, but there are times where people leave it in the middle of the road, and because they're fearful of their life, they just leave. Now that car is right in the middle of the road. There's no way for anyone to navigate around it, and that is a complication for these firefighters. They're trying to get up into these neighborhoods, and they can't because people were trying to evacuate and they just left their cars. So I don't know if that's complicating, but it has happened in the past. And you hope that that's not what's happening as this woman is able to get to firefighters and police and get out of there. By the way, LAPD is on tactical alert.
Oh, yeah,
we found that earlier. So.
And you got to feel for that mother with the dog and her little girl. You see the little frightened look on that little girl's face, and the mother. I mean, what a horrible predicament. But you're right. Some of these streets, too, are winding. They're a little bit narrow. It's not that easy for the fire engines to get in and out of there if these people are abandoning their cars.
And LAPD just right there and doing so much good work. We've watched them try to alleviate the traffic as best they can. The firefighters have done so much good work saving structures. But Josh.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel, and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's getting crazy, man. There's another one more video for y'all. Yeah, let's see.
There's 12. Yeah, no, they're pretty wired up. When the wind's blowing and the embers they don't really know what to do.
This home, it seems like it's being considered a loss.
There are so many homes that are in danger. How many more horses do you have?
We have a couple we just let loose over there. We're trying to get as many as we can out.
We got horses and everything.
No, they're pretty wired up.
You hear me?
Got
horses.
They don't really know what to do.
That's crazy. That's why.
I always have a bag packed. Sunset's already backed up, and people are fighting, and the only access, ingress, and egress is Temescal Canyon and Sunset Boulevard.
We just watched the last one on that terrace burn to the ground.
Crazy.
Good evening. Welcome to our continuing coverage of the Fox 11 news of this massive firefight all across Southern California. I'm Alex Michelson.
And I'm Marla Tejas here for Chris.
Across California, y'all hear that? Across.
Divine tonight. The fast-moving Pacific Palisades fire, it has burned about 3,000 acres. We can tell you that it's burned more than that. That 2921 acreage number, that has been on the books for a few hours now. We're waiting for new numbers from CAL FIRE. Thousands of people have evacuated. The fire is fueled by strong Santa Ana winds.
By mid-afternoon, it had grown rapidly, threatening over 13,000 structures, including more than 10,000 homes. Containment is at 0%. Mandatory evacuations cover much of the area, with nearby Malibu now issuing warnings as well.
Firefighters began using those air tankers and helicopters to battle the flames, but both are grounded tonight because of the wind. Evacuation routes, they were jammed. Some residents abandoning cars. I know we have some images of that. Palisades Charter High School has been hit hard. Its fields, its grounds have been destroyed.
Fire started this morning near Piedra Morada and Monte Hermosa drives. Officials warn worsening winds overnight could spread the fire further. Smoke advisories are in effect. Residents are urged to stay indoors. We still don't know what caused the fire.
Mandatory evacuation zone has expanded to the east and to the north. The map from LA City Fire shows the scope of evacuation orders that remain in effect for areas north to Mulholland Road, east to Kenter Road, and south to Pacific Coast Highway. Pacific Coast Highway is closed from Santa Monica's McClure Tunnel to Topanga Canyon, with LAPD managing traffic. Residents are urged to turn off power before leaving, and those near the evacuation zone should prepare a go bag and stay informed through LAFD alerts and local newscasts, of course.
The Westwood Recreation Center is open as an evacuation overnight shelter accommodating small animals. That is located at 1350 South Sepulveda Boulevard. Large animals can be taken to the LA Equestrian Center, which is in Burbank.
We do have live team coverage. Meteorologist Adam Kruger, he's watching those winds and those speeds. Fox 11's Gina Silva, she's on the Eaton fire in Altadena. Ed Lascos has reaction from devastated homeowners in Pacific Palisades, and you are staying inside that live truck now out of your own concern for your own safety.
Yeah, very much so, because of the winds blowing like crazy, and also the lit embers blowing right across a storm of embers. We are in the heart of the Palisades. Mikey will give you a look. Sunset here at the corner of Swarthmore. To the right, that is the back area of the village. That's the Rick Caruso development. The development itself not burning, but homes on the backside are burning. Several apartment buildings, condo buildings, been over there for decades, maybe since the 1960s, 70s, with the tree-lined street going up in flames. Nothing you could do. All the embers blowing with these strong winds, blowing to the south, if you will, the southwest, blowing toward PCH across Sunset. Mikey will give you a look right across. If you're familiar with this area, you've got Starbucks, the main section here at Swarthmore and Sunset, right in the heart of, very heart of the Palisades itself. There's a trash bin that is actually on fire in a little park right in front of us, and then beyond that, in the background, is a high-end clothing store, and the store right next to it, two businesses burning right down to the ground. Behind those two businesses, if you're familiar with Swarthmore, there are about 2 or 3 other very popular restaurants in this area, a yogurt shop and some nice other Italian restaurants. Those, we were just down there, burnt right down to the ground. CVS pharmacy on the other side still standing, and on the far side of the street, Gilson's, that is still up, not damaged. But the park here is burning. There's a large tree down in the park, because that's also another problem besides the fire situation here. You've got trees, huge limbs that are falling down, huge trees that have come down in this area, not to mention all the power lines. But the best part of that is a lot of the power, I would say all the power here is really shut down. But again, Fire Command telling us be very careful of any lines you might come across, because you never know if they are activated or not. But look at that big fireball roaring through there, and it's interesting. See, there's a guy with a SUV. It's amazing to me. A lot of folks have been coming around here, stopping, coming out with their cell phones, taking pictures. You would think this would be the last place in the world you'd want to be putting putting yourself in this kind of danger. We had about 6 fire engines right here at this corner, maybe about 15 minutes ago. They have now moved down Sunset, have moved east down Sunset toward, well, I guess toward Chautauqua in that area. There was reports that some homes in that area might also be taking on some flames. But you could see in this area, in the heart of the Palisades, it is very much out of control. Back over here to the right, on the north side of Sunset, more of that fire, that wall of flames that is roaring down. On the other side, there is a 76 gas station. You're familiar with that, the Shell station. And those are a street with just several apartment buildings, homes as well up on the backside of the Caruso development. They are burning. The development itself, which has been a showcase of the village here the last couple of years, is still okay. Still no damage on that, although a lot of the fire alarms are going. But look at the intensity of those flames and the wind that is just whipping those flames, blowing it. And the biggest problem here are those embers blowing around, spot fire after spot fire, and there's no way that the firefighters can keep up with that. As the situation here in the heart of the Palisades is very, very dire.
Ed Laskos reporting live in the heart of it in the Palisades. Thank you very, very much for that.
And it'll be interesting. You know, it's interesting what they're choosing to focus on and what they're choosing not to in terms of where deploying their resources. Meanwhile, there's the Hearst fire in Sylmar, which is now at least 100 acres. You're looking at pictures right now from the Citizen app. You see how close it is getting to the potential freeway there as well. There are mandatory evacuations underway there as we speak.
Yeah, so that has been named officially the Hearst fire. We were calling it the Sylmar fire. Now it's officially the Hearst fire. We have the Eaton fire. That's burning in Altadena. We want to get to that scene. That's Regina Silva. She's been watching several homes burn there, sadly, Gina, and it looks like more are completely engulfed.
Yeah, completely engulfed. We are watching all of these homes on Delray Avenue and Woodland Road in Pasadena go up in flames. They are a complete loss. We had Pasadena police officers driving down the street, you know, telling all of the people in the community, those who are left, and there are some people who are still here, to evacuate, to leave immediately. It's an order, but there's a gentleman down the street who refuses to leave. He just does not want to leave his house. But you can see this entire neighborhood has been just wiped out, devastated, and the fire just keeps moving on down. Now, earlier, the owner of this house right here, which is on fire, and it's a complete loss, he came by and he just broke down and started saying no, 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 and was crying. It was just a really sad situation for him, really sad to see him so heartbroken that his home of however many years is now gone. And unfortunately, this is what so many people will be coming home to, because this neighborhood, there are multiple homes that are just gone. Earlier, we spoke with a fire official. This is what he had to say. And on this street, we're seeing how many homes? My goodness.
Several, and we're losing more. And so we have limited resources. We're trying to get all the resources we can into this area, but we're doing the best we can.
Have you ever dealt with these type of winds?
It hasn't been like this since I've been here, since the Woolsey fire. That's the last time I saw winds like this.
I know that some folks, you know, never want to leave their homes because, you know, it's their home. It's where they live. They love their place.
Yes.
Your advice?
I would advise them to leave the area, evacuate the area, and let us, you know, do our jobs. We don't want to have to contend with the fire and contend with, you know, having to deal with people who won't leave. We understand the fact that this is their homes and that they are, you know, they're really trying to protect everything that they have. But it's dangerous for them.
Yeah, and it's moving so fast. Very dangerous indeed. And one of the things he also said was that when I asked him, what would you like to say to the homeowners who've lost their properties? He said, you know, we're doing our very best. And that's what we have been watching. These firefighters work so hard. So many different agencies here. There's Pasadena Fire, LA County Fire, CAL FIRE as well. And again, this neighborhood right here, we are on Delray Avenue and Woodland Road in Pasadena. And a lot of these homes, they're just, it's just devastating, Marla, Alex. There's no other way for me to describe it because they're going up in flames. There's a lot of structure protection.
That's crazy. But yeah, y'all, that's the end of this stream, man. Y'all like and subscribe to the video. Y'all let me know how it was, Let me know in the comments what y'all think about all this going on. Yeah. But until next time, man, y'all like and subscribe, man. I'll see y'all next time. I'm out.